your bitch. Big butt, can't fit up in the six. Turn a whole buck, get you 2 purple zips. Turn a whole band, made the AP glitch. She don't wanna fuck me, she wanna fuck my wrist. Tell her like Young Joe, fuck that bitch. Fuck that bitch. Bought a 357, went back to the neighborhood, but that bitch.
You nigga better go on with the bust shit. I sent 50 then empty out another clip. I'm west side, ride my hoop still. On the phone seeing what my little cousin is.
I'm on the south side right now. Ain't nothing in the whip but some dope and some tools.
Hey my nigga, we so deep, so no, even if it ain't on me, I'm strapped like a fool.
I know nigga that rich like it's no risk. Buddy, yeah, he caught 2 bands on some motherfucking 4.
So these niggas say they G, this a pussy to me. 10 years in the game, still a rookie to me. You don't like what I'm saying, hear me, it's in your face right now, nigga, you ain't gotta look for me.
Kicking my shit, just coolin', bout to smoke another O. Kicking my feet up, young nigga cheat up, probably rollin' with your hoe. Now all these folk got something to say about where I be and where I go. I heard nigga was looking for me, pussy nigga, here I go. Here I go.
I'm made for this. Steak and lobster, my table's dish. Been kicking this flavor shit. No Lacoste, but this gay.
This is a Caliso kitchen knife made in the style of a fillet knife with a very good blade. There is a longer video of this on my channel. You can see it cutting different things, vegetables, tomato, and in the kitchen, and fruit. It is made of welded steel, as you can see it here. Beautiful pattern. And here you see it in its original box, and the handle reminds one of the waves of the sea and water. It is a very beautiful knife with a good blade.
That one's got a really nice handle on it. How the steel looks when they first get it. It's all sort of like in these weird links. Oh, it's a chainsaw chain. A Damascus Steel chainsaw. Love the way it cut the onions on that one. All the Damascus, doesn't matter which ones you get, of the kitchen knives, they'll cut onions and tomatoes razor thin. A little pocket knife thing. It's a Skinner knife. Bone handles. This one's a folding knife. Anyways. Yeah, I feel like I want Damascus steel more than I want any other steel. It's like this rare steel. It feels like. It might be also to do with the design of the steel, how it's sort of like etched gray and whatnot. A lot of them they have these designs on it. It comes across as the freshest steel I've seen since they first discovered the steel mines or wherever. It's some fresh steel. Like I remember when I first took my Damascus steel knife out in the sun, and it looked so fresh. In the light of the sun, it looked like it was just uncovered. It looked like the newest thing around compared to the sun and everything. It's hard to explain. It's a very fresh steel. I think it's the freshest steel on the market. So you're gonna pay a good price. One knife, my knife's $299 retail, 299 United States dollars. That's fairly expensive for a knife. It's that fresh Damascus steel they've been talking about. They all have really nice hand. They all have really nice handles too. They've they've did a nice job with this Damascus steel. Every single one I've seen is a steel core. The knives that they've made are to last years and years. It has the full steel core. The whole thing is one piece. It doesn't have a separate handle. And then there is parts to the handle, and then the parts to the handle are either bone or really nice wood. It's not just some cheap knife. Even the kitchen ones and all that for cutting the vegetables. Yeah, I like this modern new industry, but I got my piece of Damascus steel already. How many pieces are you gonna get? They have whole sets. They have sets of the kitchen knives for $600. You can get a whole set. Some of them are even more expensive, $1,000. You get a whole set of them, steel knives. It's the next big thing, and I just happen to get one. We'll see who else, what other people get into the Damascus knives and the Damascus steel. So I was lucky. The company that sent me one was this Dow Strong. They're on Amazon. They're the biggest on Amazon. Iran, Sri Lanka, southern India. They have the distinctive patterns of banding and modeling reminiscent of reminiscent of flowing water, sometimes in a ladder or rose pattern. Such blades were reputed to be tough, resistant to shattering, capable of being honed to a sharp, resilient edge. And boy, are they sharp. It's the sharpest knife I've ever seen in my life, the knife I have. And I've seen some sharp knives. Down in Tennessee, I seen this one, my friend Kyle's friend, his stepbrother had a really sharp knife, but nothing like this Damascus steel. What's this? A bladesmith from Damascus, Syria, a sword maker. They were sword makers over there. And I want a sword, but you know what's even more important in my household than a sword, it being in Canada, is a kitchen knife for cutting. There's, you will even spend, people in Canada spend top dollar at the store to get the razor thin vegetables on their sandwich and all that. But it's about us now. It was all about Damascus a few years ago. A lot of Syrians are living in Canada now and living in United States and Afghanistanian people and all that. They can get a piece of Damascus steel too. On Amazon, they have all different stuff. Look, even here's a good price, $38.99 for a small knife. I know the Sikhs. If you're a Sikh here in Canada and you're looking to buy your new knife, they just come up with them, right? Because Sikhs here in Canada, they have the right, they carry a knife with them. And that's been a right here in Canada for a long while. But if you're the Sikh with the Damascus steel knife, then you're a very high up Sikh. Because if you say you get one that's there's some knives that are $600 of these ones. So then you see the real. Well, it's a very sharp knife. A very. Because maybe there's a jealousy, but no other men should look at the one man's knife if you're a Sikh. You keep your knife private. You don't show anybody else your knife. It's your private object. It's a private object, yes. It would be that man's private object. But if you seen like your friend or something at the festival and he had the really nice Damascus handle sticking out, or whatever. Look at this Damascus steel from an old chainsaw, USSR. I guess they've had this Damascus steel over there for years. And then we've just been getting our hands on it. It's the USSR. They've been had it. It's a whole different world over there. It's a whole different world over there. But I think they got it handled. I think they have it handled quite well. I'd recommend that Dalstrong. I'd recommend the whole set. What is this one? The Valhalla series. These ones are really nice. They have a leather sheath instead of mine came with a plastic sheath. There's all different ones. Slicing and carving. Boning. I think the boning one would come in handy. My friend Matthew Earls and his mom should get a set. They would love these knives. This one's for cutting steak off or kebab. You could cut a lot of different stuff with this. Carving. Carve a turkey, ham. If you're that type of person, or you could cut kebab off one of those you do all types of stuff. Cutting a kebab like this with it. It's a way nicer knife than this guy's got. I think that's Saddam Hussein, is it not? That's who they had to knock out first. They had to knock out Saddam so that we could get to the Damascus Steel. They had a whole frontline army right there. So they went and knocked out Saddam. And then they finally got into Syria, and we got our steel that they've been trying to hold on to for years. And then now we're fucking up. And now they're fucking up Russia. They got through that whole front line or whatever. But Turkey's still doing all right. We have a lot of people from Turkey over here. And then Lady Gaga had a movie over there too in Germany. So they cleared the space for Lady Gaga to have a movie in Germany.